Welcome here. Oh, da-da. It's Rosy, Red Nosy, and Chris Crazy Keys. It's Rosy, Red Nosy, and Chris Crazy Keys. Have you ever tried honey? I hear it comes from the bees. Rosy, Red Nosy, and Chris Crazy Keys. It's Rosy, Red Nosy, and Chris Crazy Keys. It's Rosy, Red Nosy, and Chris Crazy Keys. Have you ever tried honey? It comes from the bees. Rosy, Red Nosy, and Chris Crazy Keys. It's always fun to sing that song with you, Chris.
You too.
We're a little silly with our things that rhyme with bees and cheese and knees.
Sneeze.
Sneeze.
Knees.
I think I said knees, did I not?
Knees, sneeze.
Knees.
Please, Louise.
Please, Louise. Cheese. Cheese is one of my favorite things in the world.
Love cheese.
What are you doing with yourself to keep yourself happy? Are you remembering the 3 things we say? 3 things.
Okay, what is it again?
Make it, move it, and music. Oopsie. Make it, move it, music. Yeah, that's right. Let's do our time song. I think that'll be kind of fun.
Cool.
So 1, 2, 3. I think it's time to get myself moving, to shake out my body and have a little fun. I think it's time to stretch out my muscles. So come on and join me, everyone. I think it's time to get myself moving, shake out my body and have a little fun. I think it's time to stretch out my muscles. So come on and join me, everyone. Want to stretch out my arms and fly like an airplane, flap like a birdie and reach up like a tree. I think to jump through the outbacks of Australia. Let's have a real party just for me. Let's do that again. I want to stretch out my arms and fly like an airplane, flap like a birdie or reach up like a tree. I want to jump through the outbacks of Australia. Have a kangaroo party just for me. Kangaroo, kangaroo, jump, jump, jump. 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 Fly like an airplane, fly like an airplane, fly like an airplane. Fly like an airplane, fly like an airplane, fly like an airplane. Kangaroo, jump. Kangaroo, kangaroo, jump, jump, 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 jump.
I want to stretch out my arms and fly like an airplane, flap like a birdie and reach up like a tree. I want to jump through the outbacks of Australia. Have a kangaroo party just for me. Just for me? Have a kangaroo party just for me.
And you have a kangaroo party just for me.
Nice, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun. Now, you know, it made me think about my watch because I'm going to have to take my watch off for our craft later on. So that maybe makes you curious.
We're doing a craft.
Yes, we're going to, well, not a craft. It's a drawing thing. It's not going to be a cooking thing today. We try to do that on a Tuesday.
I do like the cooking things.
Everyone likes the cooking things because they get a snack afterwards. But with this one, you're going to have a little drawing to show your mom and dad.
Wow. That's
and your friends and whoever else, your granny maybe, if you have a little chat with your granny later on
Zoom.
On Zoom. Let's say Zoom. 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 I like funny words like Zoom. Just a second. I'm hearing something here. Just 1 second. Somebody is talking to me. Oh, it's Mr. Ransom. He was really wanting to get in the show.
You thought we would have left you out? Oh, we won't leave you out, Ransom.
Ransom. He just really needs a cuddle. Ah.
I'm not sure.
I think he's talking about his friend.
I think you could bring him in too.
Okay.
We always want to have other people coming in. I'll hold you, and Rosy will go get your friend. What's your friend's name again? Carter.
Whoa,
Hello, Carter.
Here he is. Hello, Carter. He loves seeing all the boys and girls. Ha ha!
He likes to feel included, doesn't he?
He does like to feel included.
Last time he was really tired, and we sang him a song to put him to sleep. Remember that?
He's been sleeping ever since. Not quite. He's a great dog. In fact, these dogs are very, very nice to each other. Very kind.
Very kind.
Yes. That's so nice. They're not social distancing.
Have you ever had like cats or dogs and animals, and they just like to snuggle up together and sit in a big puddle? A big huddle like that?
A huggle.
A huggle. It's like a hug and a puddle.
All at once. So these guys, I think we're gonna let them sit in their little huggle over here, and so we can go on with the show. But they really wanted to see you guys, so I'm glad you got a chance to do that. 1 second, I'll be right back.
Ooh. So today we're going to be talking about being kind, aren't we, Rosy?
That's right. And I think we all have lots of opportunities to be kind, don't we, Chris?
We do, to each other, to our brothers and sisters, to our mum and dads, to people that we meet on the street.
It's quite easy to think about yourself first and what you want, but that's not always the kindest thing to do, is it?
Right.
Like maybe there's sandwiches on a plate on the table, and you take the very best looking one for yourself first. Not so kind, really. What would be a kinder thing to do then?
Offer the plate to somebody else first.
Mm-hmm.
And hope they don't take the best one.
Well, yeah, you can hope that, but it is nice. How about what's another time you might need to be kind? That doesn't feel. Sometimes it feels really nice and easy to be kind, and sometimes you really have to choose.
Taking turns, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
When you're playing a game.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
Or choosing what movie to watch when you're just
watching
something.
Somebody, maybe your younger sister or your younger brother wants to watch one you've seen before, and you think, I'm tired of that one. We've seen it 75 billion trillion million times. And then sometimes it's nice to say, okay, I know that would make you happy to watch that, and so we'll watch it.
And then maybe next time you can choose the one to watch.
That's right. So those times it's really nice to be kind and think about someone else first. I think there's another time. What about when you really, really know that you're right and the other person isn't listening to you, and it doesn't seem like it's very fair, and you want to say it's my way and I'm right, and the other person starts to cry and they say, no, I'm right and you're wrong. What do you do then?
That's a hard one, isn't it?
It is hard.
What would you do, Rosy?
Well, sometimes I feel like saying, no, I'm right. But sometimes I know that the other person is doing their best as well. And sometimes I just give in then. I say, okay, that's fine. Sometimes we say, we can agree to disagree. That works sometimes. We don't always agree with everyone. But sometimes we say, okay, it can be your turn right now. And I don't need to push myself forward and say, it's always me that's right. Sometimes the other person can have a chance as well. It doesn't mean that you never stand up for yourself, but sometimes it means letting the other person have their way sometimes. That's a hard one, isn't it?
It is.
I was thinking about a Bible verse that actually I learned when I was a little girl. And we were just going to read it out. And it says, let's see if Chris can find it on his screen. Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you.
You say that one again?
Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you.
So tender. What does tender mean?
I think it means that you're not stubborn, that you let go sometimes, and you have a heart, you have an understanding for people. You don't always think about yourself. You sometimes think about other people and how they might feel.
So like being caring?
Being caring, and not letting yourself get so mad that you won't understand the other person. You keep your heart soft. So sometimes it might be like when you see someone crying that makes you want to cry too, because you care about them. That's your heart being tender.
Yeah, that's really good. Forgiving one another too, that's a huge thing, isn't it? Because it's easy to when someone's done something wrong to you, to just say, I'm not going to forgive you because you were nasty to me. But actually, by forgiving them, then you can be friends with them again. And also then you are releasing yourself from having all these nasty, angry feelings.
It's okay. It's okay to feel like that, but it's also important to let go of things.
Wow, there's some big things in that
There's
verse,
some
isn't there?
very, very big things. Let's try it. Sing it again. Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. That's going to go in the middle of our song in a minute.
Ooh.
So we're
Can
going
we
to...
do that song now?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Gotta be kind, gotta be kind, and make sure none of your friends is left behind. You've been assigned to keep us in mind. Gotta be kind, gotta be kind, gotta be kind. One more time. Gotta be kind, gotta be kind. Make sure none of your friends are left behind. You've been assigned to keep it in mind. Gotta be kind, gotta be kind, gotta be kind. I'm just doing puzzles at the table when my little sister Mabel, she comes along to see how it is done. She mixes up my pieces and my patience soon decreases. I must admit, I feel I'm gonna hit that little one. Oh dear. Oh dear. But I stop myself quite quickly before things get too prickly, and I realize she only wants to play. I read her a happy story about a clever cot called Lori, and the two of us end up enjoying the day. Gotta be kind, gotta be kind, and make sure none of your friends are left behind. You've been assigned to keep it in mind. Gotta be kind, gotta be kind, gotta be kind. This is about Ed and I. Ed and I are playing at the playground when up into the background pops this kid who wants to join our little game. I say, let's welcome in this dude, Ed, 'cause he wants to feel included. And now we're really happy that he came. You gotta be kind, you gotta be kind, and make sure none of your friends are left behind. You've been assigned to keep it in mind. You gotta be kind, gotta be kind, gotta be kind. Sometimes you need to share your goodies with your school friends or your buddies, and sometimes you need to back down instead of fight. And your arguments will shorten, 'cause it's really not that important to show you know it's so and you are right. You gotta be kind, gotta be kind, and make sure none of your friends are left behind. You've been assigned to keep it in mind. Gotta be kind, gotta be kind, gotta be kind. It's the time we're gonna do the verse now, okay? It's on the very bottom.
Oh,
there we
yeah.
go. Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. Be kind. Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. Do it again. Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. That was so fast. You gotta be kind, gotta be kind, and make sure none of your friends are left behind. You've been assigned to keep it in mind. Gotta be kind, gotta be kind, gotta be kind. Gotta be kind, gotta be kind. And make sure none of your friends are left behind. You've been assigned to keep it in mind. You gotta be kind, gotta be kind, gotta be kind. Gotta be kind, gotta be kind, gotta be kind. Woohoo. I'm going to remember that. I think it's going to stick in my head today.
You've got to be kind.
Got to be kind. You've got to be kind.
Gotta.
I think we like words today. We said zoom, zoom, and huggle. Huggle's not a real word.
Huggle's not a real word. It should be a real word. I'm going to try it in Scrabble sometime.
Scrabble.
See if it works.
Yes, that'd be fun. I think it's time to do our craft, and our craft is going to be about a kind of animal. See if you can remember, or see if you can guess, what kind of animal it will be. We're going to go across to the craft table.
Awesome. Let's do it.
So here we are at the craft table, and today we're going to be drawing a giraffe. How many people had already guessed giraffe? Hopefully somebody had. Now, this is why I did not wear my watch, because my watch will make lumps, and I don't want lumps. So you'll see what I mean in a minute. This is another one of these drawings where we're going to use our hands. First thing we must do is take this long finger and go like that. Can anybody do that? Maybe it's a little tricky. Now, I've got a brown marker and a yellow one. I'm going to take my brown one. I'm going to trace around here. Boom, 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 boom. That's where my watch was before, and it made an ugly lump on that giraffe. Let's go around here like that. If you make some mistakes, it is so okay. Now, it doesn't look like a giraffe yet. These are going to be his little horns. So I'm going to go like that there. I'm going to make a little line from here, like that, and that's going to be his head, his face. The next thing I'm going to do is make little eyebrows here. I'm going to make little eyes here. There's one circle, and the other circle. Inside, I'm going to make most of a circle and cut out a little piece. Most of a circle and cut out a little piece. Now, if you get this wrong, it's okay. You can do it your own way, but this is how I'm going to do it, right? There we go. And he needs little nostrils, doesn't he? Every giraffe needs nostrils. Every giraffe needs a little tongue. And I'm going to make some splotches. Like that, and like this. Okay. Now, and I'm going to make a little thing in his ear. Those are his ears. Now, it's going to be good time to start coloring a little bit. So we're going to color in these brown little horns he has here. Should we give him a name? What do you think? His name could be Jeffrey. His name could be Gerald. Or we could go a little wild and give him a name that doesn't start with a J sound. Gerald the giraffe sounds good, and so does Jeffrey the giraffe. But he could be called Thomas or Tony. There we go. Every giraffe is a little bit different. You see this other one is a little different than this one. It's okay. Now, I'm going to use this kind of yellow thing to make his yellow fur or whatever. It's very, very little bit of fur that giraffes have. They don't have big fuzzy bodies, do they, like lions or tigers? Their hair is quite short. Has anyone ever been to the zoo and seen a giraffe? They're very, very funny animals. They like to nibble on leaves on tall trees, and they like to just chew happily. To me, they look like they would be kind animals. It would fit with our theme of being kind today. Now, you can take a little bit longer time than I'm taking. I'm just kind of coloring quickly because I want to show you how it's done, but if you want to do a really good job, you can take some time to color this better than I'm doing. So remember, try this at home and send in what you managed to do. We would love to see what you can accomplish. Or send in other drawings. We don't mind. We have an email address, rosyrednosy@gmail.com. You can send in pictures, ideas, jokes, anything like this. And actually, I'm just about to show you a picture somebody sent in. What do you think? There is Gerald, all done. Did I say Jeffrey? Jeffrey! There's Jeffrey, all done. Woohoo! Okay, good job, guys. Thank you for doing that with me. Wow, this has just come in. It's from Evie, and she made bannocks at home, and it looks to me like she has all kinds of lovely spreads. Chocolate spread, jam, cheesy spread. Maybe there's honey there too. I'm not sure. Maybe peanut butter. Anyway, well done, Evie. Well done for making that. That's very cool. Also got this one. Ooh, where is it? There we go. This is a beautiful picture of bannocks sent in by Elizabeth. And thank you, Elizabeth, for sending that in. That's great. We love it when you send in your things because it makes it more fun for us to enjoy, people enjoying the show. And it lets you know what's happening, and we care about what you're doing. It's very cool. We had a special shout out hello today to say to the Dring family. The Dring family. And they're in England, aren't they?
Yeah.
And presumably enjoying a nice sunny day in England today, and hope you have a very nice day. Now, I was thinking about being kind. I thought it'd be nice to end ourselves with a little song about being tender-hearted and being kind. And it's like a little prayer, because do you know who's the kindest person of all? It's God. It's Jesus, and He's so good to us. And so we're going to pray that He keeps us like that our hearts stay soft and lovely, and we are always caring for others. Keep me tender, tender-hearted, full of compassion all the time. Keep me gentle, keep me caring, keep me loving, keep me kind. You are tender, tender-hearted, full of compassion all the time. You are loving, you are caring, you are gentle, you are kind. Keep me tender, keep me tender, tender-hearted, full of compassion all the time. Keep me loving, keep me caring, keep me gentle, keep me kind. You are tender, tender-hearted, full of compassion all the time. You are loving, you are caring, you are gentle, you are kind, you are gentle, you are kind. Thank you.
That's
cool.
lovely, Rosie.
Thank you.
It's good to be kind, isn't it? Good to be tender-hearted.
It is. And it actually, sometimes it's hard at the time, but usually it makes us feel better afterwards.
Well, maybe the boys and girls can work on being kind and being friendly and being tender-hearted to their people in their family.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And tell us anything that you've managed to do or anything interesting, any stories you have. We'd love to hear what's happening.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's Rosy, Red Nosy, and Chris Crazy Keys. It's Rosy, Red Nosy, and Chris Crazy Keys. I heard that honey, it comes from the bees. Rosy, Red Nosy, and Chris Crazy Keys. Ah, it's so juicy and lovely. Great chords.
Bye,
Okay,
everybody.
bye-bye. We'll see you soon.